I pulled a classic out this morning. The Griswold hat. Merry Christmas. Good Tuesday morning to all. Today is a good day. We are in the midst of making holiday surprises for those we know. So if I know you, you might be getting a holiday surprise. I guess I just wrecked the surprise, but still a surprise because you might not get one. And then won't you be surprised? You don't know who we're making them for. I love causing trouble for myself. So do you like surprises? I do, even the occasional odd ones. Yes, there are some odd surprises in life, and I even like those. They're fun. Christmas time is about surprises. We've had a surprise guest with us the last couple nights. Now, before anyone gets overreacting, she gets tested regularly for COVID in healthcare. Kind of travels around and helps people out, so certainly the door is open for us. And so she has got a clean bill of health. My wife was feeling kind of winky last week, and so she just decided, hey, I'm gonna go get a test. They're free. She's got a clean bill of health. Conversely, I got a clean bill of health because my wife does, and you know, I'm sure if she had it, I had it. Anyway, it's all good here. We're not breaking rules, part of our household. And it's been a nice time to visit with her and to reminisce. Her dad was a great friend, one of the best friends I've ever had. He passed away a couple years ago, but boy, I sure see a bit of him in her. Man, we've had some great conversations, some laughter, reminiscing about some of the stuff her dad and I did, some of the just goofy stuff. I don't know how the subject comes up, probably because I look at her and I see him. And I've known her since, man, she was, I don't know, knee-high to a tadpole, is that what they say? She was just a little girl, maybe 4 or 5. Morning, Mara. Just fun stuff. Reminiscing, I love that. And you know, truly, I think it's one of the best parts of this holiday season is reminiscing. Today's verse has special meaning for me. This is one of those ones that, interestingly enough, being an inspiring pastor, when I first started the church, I was so looking forward to Christmas. I could do this Christmas, series and blah, blah, blah. Came across this verse a few years ago, and man, it just impacted me. It's a wonderful, and it's so simple, but the depth of meaning for me was tremendous. I apply these thoughts often in my daily life, especially when I'm challenged or distraught. We all get challenged. We all get distraught at times. I consider this when I'm reminiscing about simpler times. I take this from Luke 2:19, the New American Standard. I'm trying to stay in the way of that light in the back. I should have shut the door, sorry. Take this from Luke 2:19, NASB, New American Standard Bible says it this way. But Mary treasured all these things, pondering them in her heart. Think about that for a moment. Bygone times take on special meaning when you do two things, treasure and ponder. Treasuring and pondering. These two thoughts will also help to make the current situation you face an opportunity to make more treasured memories. What's important to you? I think this is a really important thing for us to consider. What's important to you? What matters in your life? Are you a people person? Does that fill your tank? How about, are you an animal lover? Yeah, I know you can be both, but I mean, what's really your thing? Are you a scholar? Do you love to study? Are you a drone? I call them drones, a worker bee, somebody who's always working. That somewhat describes me, though I like to think myself more as being a scholar as the older I get, but I've always been a drone, a worker bee, and it really is who I am. It's an identity thing. It's all right. My identity is in Christ, but it's kind of how I spend my life. Treasure who you are and ponder what makes you happy and adapt to the current situations and enjoy the day. Simple. Simple, really, isn't it? I mean, be who you are. This has been one of the most profoundly interesting years of my life. I've spent more time in contemplation than ever before. It's been amazing how much time I've set in contemplation. Learning to extract treasure from difficult circumstances has been real. And honestly, something I would never want to trade for anything. I'm so glad for the experiences that I've gained over these last 9 months. Today, I want to encourage you. Treasure the last few months and ponder it in your heart. It will reveal so much about yourself. It's going to reveal a lot. Some of it you're going to like, some of it you're going to not like so much. Consider the one thing you would want to change about you. So next year when you take the time to be like Mary, because here we're talking about Mary, the mother of Jesus. And let's consider Mary here for just a moment, all right? When you're considering everything you're facing in life, all the challenges and difficulties, and you know what, I was just living my life, things were going so well, and this darn COVID came along, or cost me my job, blah, 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 all the difficulties. Consider this. Mary, a mere child, was visited by an angel of God. So you too can find treasure in the oddest of circumstances. Come on, that's pretty odd, don't you think? She was just living her life. A young lady betrothed to be married, and her life was turned upside down through no action of her own. It just happened. Instead of getting angry or feeling sorry for herself, she treasured the opportunities that were before her. Opportunities she never dreamed, thought, or imagined. I think this is a good verse. Mary treasured all these things. I'm sure she didn't want all. She was just going to get married, and ultimately that her and Joel were going to have some kids and stuff and a normal life. But here she is. She's got to deal with a pregnancy that she had nothing to do with. But she treasured all the challenges, the way people talked about her behind her back. The difficulty she had. She's just a kid, 14 maybe, 13, 15, they don't really know, but in that area, became pregnant, dealing with her husband-to-be, who wanted to just send her away. But she treasured all these things, pondering them in her heart. Not just thinking about it, a glancing thought and letting it go, actually taking the time. What I call contemplation. She was pondering, allowing them to try to understand what's going on. So she figured, how do I make the best of this unique situation? Today, I hope you see the good that is happening these last 9 months and ponder that. Yeah, we know about all the things you don't like. That's not what we're talking about. Think about all the good that has happened over these last 9 months and ponder that. Allow that in your heart. Allow that to create treasure, the good things that have gone on. I'm sure there are some relationships that have really grown strong. I know my wife she has one friend that, man, she goes out walking with her a lot. Their relationship is stronger than it's ever been. There's good things that have happened because of our opportunities. To stay at home, or not to stay at home, whatever the case may be. Ponder these. Let go of the rest, okay? It's Christmas. Just let go of this stuff. Go buy yourself a silly hat. Mine's got my name on it. I love this hat. I put it on display. Take newspaper, stuff it up in there so it'll stand up. I think it's silly. It's Christmas. Come on, have some fun. Who knows? You do these things, maybe you'll end up being just like Mary, who pondered these things in her heart. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Merry Christmas.